Hey everybody, Councillor Lane here. It's the 16th of February, here again with my pooch who might bark because she wants to play, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about the exceptional snowfall we've been having lately because it has had a huge impact on all of our lives. And I'll start with a story. Last night I had to take my wife to her night shift as usual, and we left the driveway after many hours of shoveling, and as soon as we hit the road, my street, we couldn't get anywhere, and that's because there's only been what they call one cut of my street. This is basically after 2 or 3 days of snow, and I just wanted to talk a bit about that because, in the back of my head I was thinking, hey, shouldn't this be better? Even though I've been on council 3 or 4 years now and I should know all of this, I decided to call our Deputy City Manager of Public Works, and she explained a lot of it to me. Now, one thing that I want to say, first of all, is that we have a standard level of service, and that is based on a 25 centimeter or less snowfall. And so we've had over 60 centimeters of snowfall, continuous snowfall for over the course of 2.5, 3 days. So essentially, because it's more than double, you're kind of going to see more than double the amount of time it takes to see things at the level we'd like to be. And here's how it works. So in a usual case, less than 25 centimeters of snow, we have a 12-hour continuous, clear back after the snow stops. While snow is on the go, while it's falling, we're making sure that the main arteries of the street of the city are clear. And that's so that we can make sure that the emergency vehicles are able to get to emergencies and to get to the hospital, and that the main thoroughfares where there's a lot of traffic can continue to flow safely. The big focus is on safety and emergency services. Once the snowfall stops, so yesterday the 15th, it stopped around 2 or 3 p.m., that's when we can make sure that we're clearing all the main arteries. It takes about 12 hours to have them clear, and then we can do one cut of the residential, non-critical roads, so like mine. And now I'm kind of in a cul-de-sac, so it takes even longer because we have priority levels 1, 2, and 3, which is main arteries, residential, and then you've got your cul-de-sacs. Remember, it's focused on safety. So once we've done that first cut, and I know people are concerned about having their driveway filled a number of times. Well, really, once that first main cut is cleared, you don't have to worry. Probably not going to come back. There might be multiple times during that one clear because you go up and down the road, but after that, so you're looking at really 24 hours. Now, we're looking at double, so it's probably like 48 hours. So here's what's going on right now. We're really still, you can see it is still snowing, and this is day 3. We're keeping the main roads clear, so you might not see a cut until really it's all done. But you can call 311 at any time to let know if there's an emergency, or not an emergency, but something that would prevent an emergency, like if you got your road is completely blocked, for example. I want to say a couple of things about what's going to be happening in the next few days. Really, like what we're feeling now is a bit of rain. And because of rain, we're going to be focused on salting the roads, which means we won't have as much clearing happening. And that means, again, a longer wait. As well, with the downtown, it's a very tight space. I'm talking about commercial area especially. Usually what we do is we'll clear the snow. We'll remove the snow as soon as we can. Now, it's a Thursday. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to remove it. And on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, we don't remove snow. So what's going to be happening in that area is that you're probably going to see some bagging of meters, because we need to be able to make sure that the roads are passable by not just cars, but remember, big emergency vehicles. And we can't be plowing the snow into the sidewalks because people need to be able to get around and get into the shops and offices and whatnot. So that's going to probably take until at least Sunday night, and crews will get down there to remove as soon as possible. I guess the final point is that I actually started this by putting my garbage out at the front of the curb here. Some tips here. I know I'm probably going to be expecting a cut in the next while, so I put it right to the end of my driveway. I didn't put it on a bank because that's actually dangerous for crews, and I also try to keep it off the sidewalk because that's just a good standard to keep, so keep that in mind. I'm going to let it go now because Andy here really wants to play, but I will say thank you so much for your patience. Please keep an eye out for your neighbors. Thanks for all the people who have been pushing people out of snowbanks and clearing out fire hydrants. You know, we're in a crazy weather system right now, and we need to all work together. And I know crews are working 12-hour shifts right now, back to back, and they're going to do 12-hour shifts back to back until we're all clear, or until they're all exhausted and we go back to 8-hour shifts. So thank you to the crews for doing such an incredible job, and please stay safe out there, everybody.